Hello there, I just want to make a quick video. And what are we looking at, you might ask? Well, this is what's commonly referred to, I think, as the little piggy cam. It's 120,000 feet up, almost, give or take, and it's no fisheye lens, and it's one of the many things that debunks the ball earth. But the first thing people will say is, well, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. NASA, haven't you seen the pictures? NASA, but NASA. Well, NASA gets $50 million a day. You don't think they might have an incentive to lie? And every single astronaut that's ever gone up there has been a Freemason. To be brutally honest, to control this secret wouldn't be that hard. It would only take a few thousand guys, and then everything else trickles down. All the information trickles down, so that it just becomes a word-of-mouth thing. Every time you go into a classroom and you see a globe, people just assume it's true because of 50 years of conditioning since NASA. But the simple truth is, without a fisheye lens curve camera, there is no curve, and any of their spacewalks are absolute rubbish, and it's so easy to fake that with enough money and the swimming tanks they use to do it. Like this picture here. If you can't see what's in front of you, then you're trapped in the matrix all around you, because it's that easy for them to fake this stuff. I mean, easier than writing your name. But going back to this, one simple thing that it proves is that as it pans nearly 180 degrees, if Earth was really a ball, it would pan out into empty space, people. Do you understand? It doesn't, though. The horizon stays flat and level, at eye level. So as it's panning left and right, that proves that this can't be a ball, because if it was a ball, it would turn off and away into space, and then eventually come back around and back onto the Earth. It never does that. In fact, in any astronaut supposed spacewalks, fake walks, when does the camera ever pan 180? Never. Because they're too busy focusing on one angle, faking it with fisheye cameras. Another thing, they claim that their magical gravity is what's causing Earth to spin, but yet Earth's core, even though we've never been there, is of such high temperature metals, what they call molten metals, that it creates a problem for modern science. Geologists, say it with me. Molten metals lose magnetic properties. I repeat, molten metals lose magnetic properties. I'm sorry, there's no way. Without NASA or any of their cartoons or fake X, SpaceX, or any of the other nonsense, without any of that garbage, prove Earth is a spinning ball. And just because every classroom teaches that it is, doesn't make it true. It just means that there's this deception around us. And people always say, well, that's impossible. There's no way. Well, it's very possible. It's happening. The question of why is irrelevant. Most people won't go there because it's too scary. It's simply a world-shifting paradigm break. And for them to go into this topic means that everything they believed in was a lie. And people can't do that. It's too scary. People need that semblance of control over their life. They think that by finding out this new truth, everything changes, everything's changing. It's like, no, nothing has changed, except your perception. The world is still the same as it was yesterday. The world is still the same as it will be tomorrow. Our perception of it doesn't change anything. The world doesn't care one way or the other. The world is just the world. When you thought it was a spinning ball, it was still the world. When you come to the realization of geocentrism, it's still the same world. Only your perception of it has changed. That's what the problem to this flat earth movement is. It scares me, the level of denial. People refuse to go there because, but NASA said, but my teachers said, but maybe they were lied to, or maybe they are willing participants lying. But either way, I don't know. With this topic, though, it's just depression and denial. Like, I can't stand seeing all the denial. It depresses me. It makes me just, people just refuse to go there because it's so damn scary. Well, you know what isn't scary to me? The truth. I'd rather have the truth than a lie. What scares me is people's denial. People who are willing to live a lie because it's easy. You know what isn't easy? The truth. And even not getting into Christianity and flat earth proves that there's a creator. Look at this footage, people. It ain't moving. And NASA says it is, but you gotta ask yourself, why would they lie? Is it just about $50 million a day? Or is it about making you feel like an inadequate plebe, a worthless monkey spinning on a ball in endless space? Or is it about something deeper? Is it about faking an alien invasion? And for them to first do that, they had to fake space. That's what von Braun said. So I'll just leave you with this little ditty here. Research Operation Paperclip. Research who founded NASA. Research why the Freemasons would lie. And don't believe everything I say, research everything I say. Till you're blue in the face, and then come up with your own conclusions. But don't just run away from new information because it's scary. That's what Monkey Man Science teaches us, basically, that Earth is a molten fireball, spinning through the endless void of space. Now we'll get to what I've written there in a minute, but let's just think about that molten core for a second. We've never dug deeper than 8 miles, and even with seismic charges, testing, with pictures and whatever technology we have, we still can't get deeper down than 10 miles. Something happens, it's too hot, the drill bits break, but we've never actually witnessed this molten core. Yet Monkey Man Science teaches that molten metals are what Earth's core is made out of, creating Earth's magical magnetic gravity that allows us to spin through the endless void of fictional space. This is what scientism claims. However, there's one problem with that, guys, and I've asked professors and geologists this question, none of them have an answer for me. Molten metals lose magnetic properties. Nickel and iron lose magnetic properties. So how could they be creating Earth's magical magnetic field, this gravity that no one can measure? We can measure electromagnetism, we can measure magnetism, we can even measure the ether, and things like the Michelson-Morley experiment. But yet we can't measure this magical gravity created by this molten core that we've never been to. But yet it's taught in school as fact. Why? And so if this molten core can't be creating the magnetic fields necessary to create gravity, how are we spinning through the endless vacuum of space? Please think about that for a second. Eh? Because really, though, that's what they say Earth is. They say it's this molten fireball of nonsense. And even though water is always flat and level and never curves, there it is on this cartoon ball. They always give us that exact picture, this perfect circle. So how can we see things hundreds of miles away on this perfect circle that's a molten fireball? And yeah, like the meme suggests, the whole time they get you worried about nonsense like global warming and convince you you're on a global fireball. Like, that's insane. Think about it, on the face of it. Please, think about it. Is this what you're actually worried about? Really? But like I said, molten metals lose magnetic properties. It's just a fact. They lose magnetic properties. So there's no way this magical gravity could work the way they're saying. So there's only one logical explanation, which comes back to my original point about this whole flat earth topic in the first place. It begins and ends with one thing, a person's ability or inability to accept the fact that NASA and the space agencies and the education systems are lying. For whatever reason. $100 million a day on the line? Okay. Proof of God covered up? Okay. The limits of this enclosed earth? Okay. Who knows why? But they are. I mean, it's provable. And like even common sense things like, we're spinning at all these ridiculous speeds. Well, what's holding the atmosphere in? Oh, magical gravity, they say. Really think about that. For NASA and the Big Bang to be true, that means you fell out of a monkey's bum and landed on a ball spinning 60,000 miles an hour around a sun created by magical gravity that couldn't be possibly created by a molten core. If you can't see how important that is, I'm at a loss. If you can't realize that this is about covering up proof for a creator, proof that this is a created world and not some retarded, absolutely insanely stupid Big Bang theory that nothing exploded and burped everything into existence millions and millions and billions and millions and billions of years ago, that it was all just some cosmic accident and now we're spinning through an endless vacuum of space at ridiculous speeds and people just believe that shite? I guess that's how it's changed my life, is it showed me how many people out there need our prayers because they've been sucked into this ridiculous lie of heliocentrism, which, by the way, when you break down the words, helios means sun god, lowercase g, and centrism means to center around. To center around what? The false god Osiris Nimrod of Luciferian Freemasonry? Is that what this is really about? People don't even know what they're worshipping? The powers that shouldn't be have trapped us in this Archon illusion, which is what the Nag Hammadi text spoke of. This is about getting us all on the wrong page. And then Michael chimes in. This one made me smile. And I'm like, yeah, I've asked professors, etc., and they don't have answers for me. No one has answers for me. And professors like my friend Jason Basilak here, childhood friend, basically telling me, good luck on your quest for truth, but I can't help you. You know, these guys could lose their tenure if they debate us, right? Coming back to Michael's statement, yeah, it makes me smile, but it also makes me sad. Like my video here, 20-minute long video debunking Big Bang Theory and dark matter by default as being a hypothetical theory designed to cover up another hypothetical theory's flaws and nothing besides. But yeah, I mean, Earth's molten core, that they presume is a molten core, could not be holding a magnetic field at 7,000 degrees centigrade, Celsius, whatever you want to call it, whatever metric system or not metric system. I mean, those metals lose magnetic properties at less than 1100 degrees Fahrenheit. Case closed. So let's break it down. You believe you're a monkey on a spinning ball if you believe evolution and the Big Bang. That's it. You believe you're a monkey. You came out of a monkey's butt, evolved from a monkey. You landed on a spinning ball, spinning at 67,000 miles an hour around the Milky Way, spinning at half the speed of light, blah, blah, blah. It's ridiculous. Think about it. Through the endless vacuum of nonsense. And I mean, like, coming back to this for a second, don't even get me started on the fact that there's pictures of the sun and the moon in our atmosphere proving that the sun is not 93 million miles away. Like, there's lots of proofs for geocentrism, but people don't want to look because our governments, which have been proven untrustworthy time and time again, tell us in their communist education system that this is how the universe works. And so people grow up afraid to question data like this. That's nuts. NASA must be lying. But if you can't look at it, then, well, oops, I guess, right? You just keep on keeping on, and I'll still be here standing strong. So, peace out, baby.